It's fantastic. I mean, I can't believe that there was nothing here before. It's as if it's always been here. Speaking to the guys who've put it together, they've told us the time scale they've spent on it, and it's incredible. I can't wait for people to come and see it.
Yes, it's one of those things where when we were filming it, it was just the norm. As crazy as that sounds, like walking onto these amazing sets with these amazing actors, and being back here today, you do get a big sense of deja vu on what's what, and especially walking around this Forbidden Forest at the moment, like you can see that obviously it's set in Hogwarts and everything. It's not like on a Caribbean beach or anything like that. You're actually in the Hogwarts Forbidden Forest. So and the creatures which go on and everything. So for me, it's really. I don't know, just very lucky and fortunate that we were part of it, and grateful.
I mean, we never really, our characters didn't necessarily always work with creatures, I suppose. There was the owl, which isn't too mystical, I suppose.
you can't
really say an owl. It's a bit boring, isn't it? Really. I think it is cool, like seeing like the hippogriff here as well, because I remember when they were going into the creature effects department when they were making the model. And it's incredible, like each feather is individually, placed on. So from a work side of it, I relate to those things a lot more because just the man-hours will go into it and you see the level of detail what Nick Dougman and the guys have done with it. I mean, the Great Hall had a lot of space for a kickabout. Privet Drive was good for a cricket match.
I remember I went BMXing in the Great Hall once, that was fun. And then, just all different sets. I guess the burrows are like the Weasley house. That was, because it was kind of our kind of set, and you're inside, and we're 6'3", so the ceiling's about 6'2", so there's so many to choose from. And I guess our joke shop, the Weasley Wizarding Wheezers shop, that was great as well. Like the attention to detail really can't be emphasised enough that went on to make these movies, and I think that now the public actually can see what we saw.
What do you think it is at the core of the Weasley family that they really symbolise? What do they bring to the world of Harry Potter that's unique?
I think for Harry, from Harry's point of view, it's the first family he's seen, because he wasn't really part of the Dursleys. Yet the Weasleys, they look after each other. They may not have a lot materially, but in terms of love and looking after each other, and they almost take him in as one of their own as well. And I think he just feels so welcomed by that. And I think they make use of what they've got. They do the best they can, and we're just lucky to be able to be part of them with the red hair as well.
And of course, you guys have such a fun on-screen dynamic, particularly with Rupert and Dan. Can you talk about some of your fondest memories and kind of what that relationship was like when the camera stopped rolling?
It kind of didn't stop, really. When the camera stopped rolling, we'd always... Rupert had one of the biggest dressing rooms here, actually. Him and Dan had the bigger ones. And so in Rupert's dressing room, he'd have, dartboard, table tennis, PlayStation. So we'd normally hang around in there quite a lot.
But it kind of turned into boys will be boys kind of atmosphere, where obviously there's a lot of waiting around on set, and like Oliver said, Rupert did have a dartboard in his dressing room, and we ended up getting bored just playing darts, so we ended up using a crossbow and things like things that would horrify the producer when they'd come around, but we were just real good friends and still are to this day. So again, just looking around these sets, you do have flashbacks to just time spent with your friends.
Talking about horrifying, I think for so many Potter fans, Snape is a character that, we love on so many different levels, and obviously Alan's performance was just magnificent. Can you talk about your experiences working with him? Because obviously the Weasley twins and Snape don't always get along. No,
but there was obviously the scenes when Snape used to whack, especially Ron, around the back of the head, and I remember we were sitting opposite once, and you get clobbered, you'd see him get clobbered, and I remember really grinning, and then Alan just looking at me obviously still going, and I remember thinking, oh my God, he's going to hit me as well. So just things like that, it's just real fun memories.
What are your hopes for the Potter universe in terms of what it's going to continue to be and what it could become?
I think it's now a stable of modern life. People know you can't go anywhere. There's nowhere I've been where someone says, "What do you do?" or I say, I'm an actor. Oh, have you been in anything I don't know? I'll say, you heard of Harry Potter? And they look at you like, oh, of course I've heard of Harry Potter. So I think it's always going to be there. So I think for them to build on that, it would be great to see, maybe revisit like the characters from the original series as well. But I mean, like with Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, is showing the earlier side and the earlier side of the Wizarding world, and also a different part of the world as well, of the globe to do with it. So it's just answering loads of different questions. And I mean, J.K. Rowling's got such a great imagination. I'm sure she's got an idea of where it's all going to go. I
think also what's great about, especially the studio tour itself, is that it's literally a museum of how films are made, not just the Potter universe, which is great for a Potter fan, but then you don't even need to be a fan to come and appreciate how the movie industry works. And I think that's what appeals to other people coming here is you get to see how the props are made, how the cameras are, all this kind of stuff, which really does make you appreciate the 18 minutes long of credits at the end of the movie. So we just get the credit because we're in front of the camera, but really it's the guys who make the films who deserve the credit.